Hey, how are you doing? I just wanted to come and talk to you for a little bit about some of the great women in my life. I think it's a good month and a good day to do that. First of all, I want to be appropriate and say thank you to the Lord for my mother. She is an amazing woman, and she's shown such strength. She's buried two husbands, my dad, and then a couple years ago, she took care of my stepfather as he had dementia, and she showed superhuman strength. She's 89 years old now, and she's shown me what it means to be a servant and to be excellent in what she does. So I want to celebrate women by first celebrating my mother, who gave birth to me and has shown me how to walk in a godly way, how to be a servant to others, how to be noble, how to be beautiful, how to be a go-giver. So I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my grandmother. I didn't know my mother's mother, but my grandmother, my grandmother on my dad's side, Violetta Griffiiths. She was a nanny for wealthy people in Cuba. She was always training their children in the way that they should go. And so whenever I was at her house, when she moved out to California, she was always reminding my brother and I how to eat and use our silverware appropriately, because she wanted us to have the best. She wanted us to have the best manners. She was used to making sure that the people that she worked with, that their children would be the best, and she wanted to have no less for her grandchildren. She did a great job with my dad, who was excellent as a scholar and a leader. And so I just want to not only thank God for my mother, but also my grandmother. And as a musician, I've been blessed to work with some phenomenal women. For some of them, I've played for them. I played piano for them. Some of them, I've been their voice teacher, or I've produced them in the studio. I've just been blessed to work with some phenomenal women, and I want to celebrate them. Margie Farmer took a chance on me and was my agent and allowed me to experience some great opportunities that I'm sure I wouldn't have experienced otherwise. The list would be too numerous to mention, but doing events from the Maduri Festival in Manhattan, writing music for that, to taking a choir and performing for the funeral of a casino owner in Atlantic City, just some amazing events. And she always encouraged me. And what I found that was most authentic was that when she had loved ones that she lost, she would want me to come and sing for their memorial services. So I'm very grateful to Margie Farmer for being a powerful woman in my life who encouraged me and influenced me in many ways. I want to tell a story this evening. One of my mentors recommended me to sing for a wedding for Tom Goldfogle, a record company exec locally here in DC and a manager. And so I get to the wedding early, and I'm sitting there, and it's just me, and this sweet blonde lady comes in with her guitar, and she was real friendly, and then she says, "Hey, you want to jam?" And so we jammed on some Amazing Grace. And I listened to her, and I was like, this girl can really sing. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, all right, this is cool. I got to do something with her. And so I had her number written down. And then by the time I called to do something with her, it wasn't working anymore. And then I heard in the news that she had died. Now, the crazy thing is, after she died, her music went all around the world, and like after her death, she became this phenomenon. Her name was Eva Cassidy. And I laugh. I'm like, okay, Lord, lesson learned. When God gives you an idea, follow through on it, because you don't know how long the window of opportunity is. What a wonderful opportunity it would have been for me to record a song with Eva Cassidy. And she was so cool and down to earth. I loved her voice. I had no idea who she'd become or who she was, but I really enjoyed that moment that we shared. I've had an opportunity to make music with a lot of incredible women, and I thank God for each and every one of them. So today I want to celebrate women because I came to this world through a woman. My grandma sought to encourage me to be somebody and walk as a noble person with dignity and respect and manners. And I thank God for a woman who believed in me enough to be my agent and allow me great musical opportunities, and also for the female artists that I've been able to make music with. I don't want to mention names because I don't want to leave off names, but great singers like Janice Chandler Eteme, phenomenal, gifted artists. Angela Brown, who shared one of my songs for an event, a UNCF banquet at Oakwood. Danielle Fordham was another phenomenal artist who passed away from brain cancer way too soon. But she was someone who believed in me before others believed in me, and I will always appreciate and love Danielle for that. But one of my students, Risa Binder, became a country artist. She's in Nashville doing her thing. I enjoyed working with her. I enjoyed working with many others, and I won't try to name them all. But, of course, I was blessed to make music with the great Monique Steele Griffiiths. And she entered a song of mine once in a song competition and allowed me to be able to be an award-winning songwriter, because it wasn't a competition I entered. It was something she entered me into. And I won International Songwriter of the Year for the Independent Singer-Songwriter Association in that year. So I thank God for all the women. I celebrate women. Women have been doing great things for many years and have been ignored for too long. And I thank God for you. And so I just wanted to be able to celebrate on this day and in this month. And to say this. I was watching an interview today of a young artist, and I was so blown away by her eloquence. She's 29. She's just sounds so intelligent and well-versed. She talked about how she didn't choose to join the music industry when she was a teenager, but decided to do her own thing. And I appreciated what she was saying, because she, in essence, was saying that she was able to have creative integrity, was what her talk was about. She was able to have creative integrity, creative authenticity, and creative integrity. And I really enjoyed what she said. However, I must admit that more than not, that doesn't happen as much. And when it does, we don't hear about the people who are exercising their creative authenticity. We just see the people who have been mass marketed on their sexual appeal. So I want to encourage the great women out there that your mind is your greatest tool and weapon, and you don't have to settle for being exploited. Make the world a great place with all that you are. That's all. I have a daughter, Maya. When she grows up, I want her to be a leader. I want her to also be a great follower of Christ, who is our greatest example. And I want her to understand that she has a lot to offer, and she doesn't have to compromise to be recognized. Well, thank you so much. I know I've been busy. Please keep me in your prayers. I have a lot going on. I've been busy these days, but I wanted to make sure I came and gave a celebratory moment for my vlog this week. Remember, as always, I love you. God loves you more. And I look forward to seeing you on the next morning worship. Take care for now. Bye-bye.